Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the CTA Commander. As I said, the CTA, there is a plenty of things always to be found, even though you never merely have a bit of get to be upset a little bit discover it. In CTA, I cannot ever to justify the cover of all of the original CTA, even to mail left all the video series what I'm willing to do now. Okay, so if you're looking for all elements. So, I said this as a CTI master, commander, or a CTI master in general. You gotta be a class, you know all the basic things about everything about concern CTI. And it just means that you also can be also a very good player itself. And to become a good player, obviously, taking a lot of plenty of time. What is a tank battling? And the tank battling it have some ranges. You can obviously very close ranges, but it might be quite stupid because of the tension dependency. Obviously, different sides have a different disadvantage or advantage in the tank battling. In the sometimes you can battle very far away. In the CTA version, there is a heavy limitation to distance you can do it. One other thing is disputation really is artillery shelling. Artillery shelling and the bullets are done by using any tank or the machine which is able to the long range shooting. And long range shooting and the ability to do it, you need it on the brain is a tank, a shell, and therefore to understand the ballistic distance. Anybody that is using it as a brain and understanding where it will land it, and your previous experience and to knowing the distances to the artillery shells will be ballistically fly, and you need to know obviously simpler the three different facts. Your own location, then you need to calculate where you are shooting after the target location, and after you have a test, you have to adjust to your motion, your flying trajectories to be matched that it will be added there. Depending tension in the CTA version, some will allow this and some will not. And the tension is just to be have a balance and the some version to be not allowed to tell too long distance cover up. And then there's a few distance. A limitation of the hole will be dilated the shell. Example, you cannot be tempered over some distances. In the CTA version, we have a dilated to the pressure missile or a shell in the air after the few distances up, and therefore it might be difficult to be at a given disadvantage. The player could be using a very good spotters and the players who be understand and know where to shoot at out. And that's for it giving more to balance the closer quarter battles. And tanking, you always need to be every round you shoot it after the immediately to have it appropriate cover. Every time you will be given after the cover you get it after you have a shoot at the distance, and you're not wasting a singular to get into a shot by to any bit unit. And the third enemy tank battles, it is kind of the going back to cover, back to the station climb. So that means you go a little bit forward, a few couple meters, and you go to back to cover wherever you came back, and you go to a little bit break it up. And this kind of using alteration, example of the nature of cover is very important. Some of the unnatural cover like houses or other things can be quite easily shut down, and they might be not in the long term to give it after the useful the cover of the tank. So it is important to know it exactly to the patient to calculate it. The tanky battling is simple, understanding whole much it's a reloaded type tank, and what is the AI team able to do it with a tank? It also is important to know the armor and the thermal type how many to the what kind of the armor you are fighting against. If you are example disadvantage suiting very the low speed of shell against very ultimate superior tank with a very heavy amount of the armor type with an able to withstand plenty of attention, you won't have too much chance against it. So it's this kind of situation very important to understand that there is a tactical element to be using appropriate tank against the appropriate enemy tank units. In airplanes have plenty of different missiles. The general tactics in the choppers is to stay away from anti-air area, because anti-air missiles can even one of them take down to airplane or a chopper. So that's meaning the chopper or airplane attack come from a very low angle to every unit to be spotted and they will be killed. It's better used just only to high priority targets, example to the bases or plenty of the multiple to armors to just only to attack chopper and not wasting it the opportunity to just only try to kill the plenty of the amount of the infantry, especially when the enemy is using anti-air missile on infantry. Also anti-air missile to the pressure vehicle able to shoot and which step have a radar system. One of those are example the patient SA-30 type or to some American to M9300 anti-air to the pressure the vehicles to carry on. This kind of the shoot half tracks are able to very long range shooting of the some kind of the missile, example Stinger type missile and anti-air. That is important to aircraft immediately to try to shoot down, example the type of this kind of the anti-air vehicle first. And so it's important also to know that some airplanes and choppers are very able also to shoot anti-air missiles, and therefore they only take it only one few couple of shots. It's important to immediately lock to enemy target unit when it will be spotted on the radar. The choppers usually try to keep it on the few or exceptionally the profile down of the forest when they're attacking of some enemy targets. Example, they might be shooting few couple missiles and then immediately go to back out of the forest or at some mountain line to be not to be able to spot them but or be able to shoot. And just as one of the strategies is just to keep in a gate to pay as much or less possible enemy to see any units and able to respond. It's always important attack quickly and do not let the enemy unit respond time. Not yet the time to get in tactical maneuver. You always have to be doing the quickest possible way, the killer way. Otherwise the enemy is always just getting more and more chance against your unit, whatever your attack method is always gonna be. Use the highest bomber first, the highest priority target first, and then you gotta have all the sense of the understanding, the game mechanics, what does it take to get into the most important target, and then study all the mechanics of the battlefield. It's not a simple task as it might be to think it out. And one of the things is you might be spending years and years time to be finally in the subversion to be learning fully and utilize it. In the sum of use, there is no simple shortcoming in a CGI because it simply have plenty of the things to be learned, and obviously the simple gameplay is the biggest reason in the game is usually what it will take a long time to learn it. Different games have a different kind of the times, but in the Bohemian Interactive Studio games, the CGI maps are very, very well balanced and exceptionally, and the mission maker giving much more control over to all the actors and the mods they are willing able to the support, and there are so many different variations of CGI that's giving amazing amount of playability over time. It's great to have example in some version and upgrade how we can vision example some kind of the example we need to manipulate and make an upgrade to some control center to some buildings like example a heavy factory and a vision that we can purchase it more and it can cost a bit money do more and to change costlier and heavier tanks or more airplanes or airplane missile. We have to only that we get more a bigger missile example. The bigger with the start near the missile, and it's all about that the will be given as much the possible the core to get some things exceptionally to the tanks, the importance of the whole game. And try to take it off. It doesn't take too much effort and all it takes to practice. And so, if people should really understand it, that the other version can have so much different kind of the approach, adaptation, and the gameplay, the system, and the